Hey guys, this is Andres Mironov for the Fast Lane Truck, and this is a very special episode because I'm in Ogden, Utah, and Plan B Supply invited me here to test drive some of these. And believe it or not, this is a smaller version of their off-road expedition slash survival vehicle. And everything you ever wanted to know about it is coming up right now. So we're here at Plan B Supply, and what do we have here?
So we are Plan B Supply's sister company.
Okay.
We actually build a off-road RV in conjunction with Plan B,
Okay.
in this case. So we build the actual RV box itself. What you're looking at is a ETL Overland 5.7 model.
Okay.
It's built on a LMTV chassis, which was sourced by Plan B from the military.
Okay.
They did some basic modifications on it that allowed us to then mount our all aluminum RV box to it. And it's really designed for adventure, being able to go pretty much anywhere.
Tell me a little bit about this chassis. I don't think I've ever, had any experience with this.
So the military, this is actually the new deuce and a half.
Okay.
That replaced the old deuce and a halves. So this is the new term for this is LMTV, and the military's been using this chassis to replace all of their old, 1960s, 70s and stuff. They went to a four-wheel drive platform. It's powered by a Caterpillar engine now instead of a Cummins.
Okay.
And it still has Allison transmission, but they went more electronic with this. They have electronically controlled transmission. It keeps it more in check and keeps it a little safer.
So it's a military vehicle, it sits up high in the air and it's 4x4, but your specialty is the creature comforts, right? And everything you bring with you, right?
Absolutely. It's all about the creature comforts, everything from eucalyptus hardwood floors, in-floor radiant heating. For those of us that actually love the high country, we actually have a snow melt system for your roof.
Okay.
We put 1,000 watts of solar on the roof. We can go up to 1,500 watts of solar on the roof of this particular unit.
Okay.
You've got a shower, you've got your own toilet room, you've got 120 gallons of water, induction cooktop, convection microwave range, pretty much anything you need to be able to stay out for an extended period of time.
Do you have all of that in this?
This one we actually pulled just for you today.
Okay.
It's actually in the middle of production.
Okay.
The exterior's done. What you can see in this one is really how we build the interior,
All right.
what really makes us different.
All right, let's go see. Well, can you actually mount a gun up here?
In the original military ones, yes, you could.
Okay, but not for RVing.
Not
no.
for RVing. For
Okay.
RVing, this gets a normal headliner in when we're done with the interior.
Okay, great. Well, this is a special occasion. I don't get to drive military trucks every day, right?
Well, it's about time to have some fun.
Okay, so air brake disabled. Put it in drive.
There
Hey,
you
it
go.
just wants to go.
And it just wants to go.
You know what it feels like? It feels like driving a big bus, like a city bus.
Exactly.
This is awesome.
This is the smallest RV size that we make.
Okay,
They get bigger from here.
okay.
And it just comes down to what you want to use it for. This is the most maneuverable though.
This has a Caterpillar motor?
This has a Caterpillar motor,
Okay.
a little over 267 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque. So this thing's all about torque.
This is awesome. The air brakes just kind of catch you, huh?
They do. Well, it takes a little getting used to, but once you get used to driving them, it's not so bad.
Yeah. And this, of course, is registered as an RV.
Correct.
So you don't have to have a special commercial driver's
No
license.
special commercial driver's license. It's rated as an RV.
Okay. How tall are we at the maximum?
We are 13 feet 3 inches.
Okay.
So we are 3 inches below the legal limit.
Woohoo! Okay, but I should watch out for power lines, right?
And no, you should be good. Everything should be above. Everything in Utah here has to be at least 14 feet.
Okay.
So you should be safe. This is all aircraft grade aluminum.
Okay.
Literally eighth inch aluminum plate walls. Our bathtub underneath is 3/16 inch aluminum plate. We build with all 1x2 aluminum interior structure, and I don't know if you can actually see underneath here, you can see our proprietary I-beam structure.
Okay.
So unlike most other RVs out there, we're actually built like a skyscraper.
Okay.
So we have an I-beam structure that transfers load onto the actual frame of the truck. We have a spring system that allows and manages the articulation of the chassis and the box to keep from ripping the box apart when you're going down road, going down off-road.
Okay.
And then this structure runs both the length of the vehicle as well as the width of the vehicle, and the entire vehicle itself is then hung on, the actual box is hung on that, and that makes it incredibly strong. Basically nothing else out here. When we ran the engineering tests, it was 18,000 pounds per square inch just to deflect the roof on this. So you could handle over a 3-foot static snow load without having any issue. You could also have a heck of a dance party up there if you wanted to.
So what have you done to this in order to accommodate for the box here?
And so the engine has a lot of hydraulics and everything on the back side. We wanted to have a pass-through from this cab into that box, and so we had to rearrange the air cleaner assembly. We had to completely remove the hydraulic assembly that goes to the spare tire, that goes to the to the cab tilt, all that. And then we had to reconfigure your cooling system, the overflows, all of that, the reservoirs into a spot where the box could come back on, meet the cab, and still be functional. The coolant was the hardest because it has to be up at a certain level to function. And so after, it took a few days to figure that out, but once we did, it seems to be functioning the way we like. I think that we can duplicate this process and make this system work.
All right, so right now it's just basically a box.
Right now, this is just basically a box, but what you can actually see in here is the first level of insulation that we put in. So we're using a double reflective foam insulation. This is a fire retardant foam insulation. We do what's called box-in-box construction. So there's actually a second interior set of walls put in here that has another inch of insulation. We have a true attic system like you would in a house that allows us to vent this space. Helps manage the temperature in here, but it also allows for our snow melt system. So we actually can blow hot air up into here so you can clear your solar panels in the winter without having to climb up on top. We also extensively use, this is called Weave Core. It is a construction grade bamboo product. We use a lot of renewable products. The hardwood floors that are going in this particular unit are fossilized eucalyptus hardwood floors. We've got a really innovative heating system we worked with Rixson to develop. So we only use diesel and solar to run the entire RV.
So we'll have like a kitchen as well?
Full kitchen. You've got a 2-burner induction range that'll be over here. You've got a convection microwave. We've got underneath a radiant in-floor heating system, which you can see the loops for the radiant in-floor. There's also a forced air, hot air system to warm it up quickly. That same unit that mounts to the chassis also provides your domestic hot water and is also your engine preheat loop. So it will preheat the engine, so it'll start in the winter. You basically have endless hot water, at least till you run out of water. You have a great view from up here. There's more glass than you know what to do with. The entire exterior is done with a bed liner, just so that if you happen to hit it with a tree, you're not going to do anything.
Right.
It's about hitting.
It's strong.
It's strong.
Yeah.
This has an Allison 7-speed transmission.
Okay.
It was specifically designed so that the first 3 gears function as your low range.
Okay.
And then the following 4 gears are your highway gears.
Okay.
So it's a really efficient off-roading transmission.
You can overland in this. You do still have to get from location to location, right?
Absolutely. And this one goes down the highway great. It's running on 47-inch tires.
Yeah.
It's got a central tire inflation system in it, so you can air it down and air it back up. But if you don't want something this rugged and this hardcore,
Yeah.
we can easily build a unit for you on, you know, a Freightliner M2 chassis, which is a 4-wheel drive chassis you get directly from Freightliner.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower, a little more creature comforts, or an International Workstar 6-wheel drive chassis. So you still maintain 6-wheel drive, but then you can get a factory crew cab.
Okay.
Or you can get it also as a standard cab. So in most RVs, one of the biggest challenges is you've got your bedroom. And your bed is always there, so it becomes the place that you're throwing stuff for storage, people are sitting on it. In our case, we've got a big U-shaped dinette that goes in the back, and our bed actually comes up into the ceiling. So when you're not using your bed, it's up in the ceiling and the entire RV is living space. When it's time to go to bed, you push a button, it drops down, it can come to 2 different positions, all the way down, gives you a nice bed, or I can stop it halfway down and you can have a queen over queen bunk with a fold-out sofa over here. So this unit will actually sleep 6 people. And this is really the smallest unit we build.
Okay. Can you show me some other?
Absolutely. We've got some other ones in production right now that I can show you. They get even bigger. In some cases, sleeping as many as 11.
Actually, the suspension is very comfortable.
It is.
I mean, new tires and the suspension. I mean, there's not much road imperfections you can feel.
No, and this one's interesting because the actual cab itself is on an air suspension.
Okay.
In addition to this,
and are the seats also suspended?
the seats are not, so the
Okay.
entire cab is, and that way you get a fairly comfortable ride in this vehicle.
Yeah.
These are quite a bit larger, and this is on the M934 chassis. So this is the same chassis as the Expando vans you might have seen earlier, but we removed the expandable van and we actually build the full RV chassis on it.
And it's all aluminum again.
All aluminum again. Again, same. We don't change our core structure. I don't care whether we're selling you a box for $50,000 as a do-it-yourself. You just want us to provide the box and you want to build it yourself, or you want us to build you a $1.5 million, mega RV. We're not going to change our core construction. It's going to be the same basic core design, same quality, same strength, same materials. You know, you can get a real sense for what we're doing here.
And is this the biggest unit you have?
This is the biggest unit that we have so far. This goes on an M927.
Wow.
It's a 22-foot frame rail that we build on here, and this unit is over 30 feet of RV living space.
That's huge. And you said maybe up to 11 people?
This one can be designed to sleep up to 11 people. So it's big. We can have with the big cab over. And we've got designs to suit just about anybody. The other thing, and we work very closely with Plan B on any of the military source chassis, we also can build on brand new, straight from the factory, Freightliners, International Western Stars, International Work Stars or Western Stars. We'll build on 4-wheel drive, 6-wheel drive, 8-wheel drive. So it's, for us,
the sky is the limit, I guess.
The sky is the limit, whether you are truly trying to take and have a vehicle that can go absolutely anywhere, or whether you're looking for that vehicle that, you drive to Moab and you don't want to fall apart in that last mile when you're going out to Klondike Bluff or, Willow Springs, or you want to go to Goblin Valley. You want something that'll actually handle that last couple of miles. We build that too.
It's quite an experience to test drive one of these trucks. First of all, it's fairly easy to drive. I mean, you have power steering and an automatic transmission. but it's a special experience. And go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews, and really awesome 4x4 Overland survival vehicle test drives. It's full. This Humvee is full of water. I've got the 6x6 here from Plan B Supply, and that's now my true Plan B.